boys, just calm down. We don't need to throw punches just yet.
I just watched 3 premierships in 4 years just to watch this shit again.
Big angry men who run around and smash bodies.
If I see anyone complain or say that they can swap Martinelli for Matt and Mbappe, that's true.
I'm just dreaming of beers.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Uneducated Nuffies. No camera this time, unfortunately.
No, for reasons. Reasons.
Reasons. We're in a hotel room in Crown.
Yep.
Bit too dodgy to try and set up a camera.
Oh, we could have, but there's a lot of things that have to go into, and we don't have enough PowerPoints at this place. I've learned. I scared it as soon as I came in. We're at Crown though.
Yeah. How do we steal a room? No one booked this room. We just stole a room.
Yeah.
No, don't put this.
No.
I bought this room, and it's
Crown,
it's for work purposes.
At Crown, I'm adding them on Instagram. This room has been stolen by
us.
Room, no.
Anyway, guys, how's your weekends been? We've been mostly together for most of this weekend.
Yeah, we're all out last night for the majority of the night.
This is Sunday, by the way, if people are listening.
Yeah, filming on Sunday one day early
due to
the Brownlow.
Someone has to work tomorrow.
Yes, you do. Well done. So yeah, we were out obviously last night for a mate's birthday in the CBD, in this building actually. We're downstairs in Crown for a bit of it.
Yep.
The weekend's been good, and there's one reason why. We all know why. A certain team lost yesterday. And,
Shut up.
the weekend got made by that, to be honest.
That was very good. I was very happy about that.
Yeah.
Made my week.
Grow up.
No, I had a good week though. Obviously, I'm at working at Crown for the next. So today, obviously being Sunday, I was here all day today working the Brownlow. I'll be there tomorrow for the shoot day, Tuesday. But it's grand final week, what I am excited for. But that's not what I'll talk about. So the last week, I've been social media sort of. We all love social media. There's 2 things on social media that have been running wild with me, and I can't stop it. The first one, you guys probably know this about because your girlfriends probably watch the show. The Summer I Turned Pretty. Obviously, it had a season finale last Wednesday night.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah,
you did?
I watched the show.
Were you Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah?
No comment.
But my sister had 5 to 10 friends over to have a watch party for this last episode.
I did say that.
And it was giggling. Mum wanted to post it on Facebook. What was even funnier? So I'm sitting in the other room screaming, watching Gout run, and they're screaming, watching what that's happening.
What a weird household.
And then the other guy I've been seeing all over my Instagram at the moment mainly. Have you seen this Justin Mirandino guy from WA?
Yeah, the real estate agent.
He's like this real estate agent, real vloggy. He's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he's fully Italian.
I'll show you a video later. It's one of the funniest videos I've ever watched. He's just selling real estate agency. He's more Italian than a friend we know.
Oh, we're not going to mention his name?
We won't mention him, but
No, Justin's hilarious. I actually enjoy watching his videos.
God, I'm really considering just getting rid of social media like Santa Claus.
What do you mean?
How was your weekend, Jonty?
Mine was alright. You know when you're an adult and you start having you go back to having themed parties. So it's gone back from
that becomes fun again.
Yeah, it's like kids parties are themed. Then you go back to when you're 14 plus, and normally it's where can we get drinks? Then it's 18. It's we can go get drinks now. And then it's past 23 or so. I was like, I actually like to kind of theme things. So I went to a tennis themed party today.
What'd you go as?
Yeah, which player did you go as?
I didn't go as a player. It wasn't like a player. It was
did you go
just
as a tennis
outfits.
ball? Did you get bonked?
No, but the main draw to the party was a Wii tennis tournament.
Oh, that's actually sick.
On Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually fun.
That's I've got a story to tell about that. When I was younger, I was playing the Wii. I was Wii tennis. And I didn't have the strap on.
So you threw the remote
and
at the
it went
TV.
straight through the TV.
You would have been the type of kid to play it like if you're actually playing tennis as well.
I was moving around and everything for it.
Yeah.
The amount of people that my own partner was doing the footwork.
Good.
The shuffle side.
It's all in for Wii tennis. It's all or nothing.
At one stage, she nearly hit the TV because she went that far forward.
Yeah, get to the net.
You're gonna make sure I get to it.
What did you dress up though? I want to know what you dressed up as.
I literally just wore I wore a headband. I've got them actually in the bag with me, but you can't see it obviously. But it's like a green and white headband, green and white with wristbands. And it's cold, so I wore jackets and I wore tennis shorts.
Good.
Yeah.
Woke.
By the boundary umpire.
There is a pig at full forward.
You need to calm down.
Go to Pines! Come on! I'm from Maui!
Do a push-up with them on top of you, Jakey!
All right, guys. Prelim week has come and gone. As we mentioned, it's the 2 games of the MCG. First off, how good were the crowds for both games?
Being there on a Friday night, I think it was the biggest crowd they've had for a non-grand final since 1930, 1970, I saw.
1971. So
Yeah.
54 years. Yeah, what back?
It was electric. I was out there right where the national anthem was happening. I was out in the middle, and I literally had chills going down my spine.
I'm surprised the TV still caught it.
You little shit.
No reflection.
Um,
No, yeah. So biggest crowds for a non-grand final since
What?
back in the days when they
Nine-
when they let people sit on the roof.
yeah, I
Good
think it was
times.
99,561.
Something like that.
Something like the first time they locked the gates in 14 years.
Yeah, the members was locked. You had to have your ticket to get to the members, which is usually never the case. So
Yeah, you can always walk in.
unbelievable.
But big crowds pre-game. But let's talk about the game because the Hawthorn-Geelong game was actually a pretty good game to watch. I thought it was game of
Yeah.
the round.
It was probably the better game out of the two. I mean, they were both good games.
Skill-wise, better. Yeah.
Both good games in my opinion. I mean, every game this time of year is usually a good one. as long
Normally
as
the
it's not a
teams are
blowout.
pretty good by this point.
Depends. We did watch you a few years back.
We were good back then.
Yeah.
Didn't last long.
Yeah.
But no, it was very good skill wise. And the first quarter, Hawthorn looks like the best team I've seen all comp. Like,
Yeah, they came flying out of they really sort of brought it. They had to do it against Geelong. You have to sort of stun them early. Is your only
Yeah.
chance to go against them because if Geelong if Geelong won that first quarter, it would have been over by half time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it would have been a blowout. The Hawks did really well with their forward pressure on the ball because I don't think I saw Geelong hit a kick until they got their first goal right at the end of
Yeah.
the first quarter. The Hawks were just not letting him get any ball movement going, and then not quite killing them on the other way, but taking the most of their chances
I
when they
think
got them.
they started so well, but in the last 5 or 4 minutes in that first quarter, they really sort of slowed down with what they're doing, and Geelong kicked 2 or 3 quick goals, and that really sort of stunted their momentum and brought Geelong back in the game. And you saw it in the second half where it was the left of the screen where they were scoring heavily that first quarter, or the first half, really. And that's where Geelong were able to sort of get themselves back in the game. But it wasn't really to that last quarter, last 10 minutes, where it sort of blew out a bit more. But it was really good contest. Both teams were pushing it. But sort of as soon as halftime came in, there was being their example, the massive wind gust came through and it went the other way. And that sort of put Geelong definitely in an advantage. Having kicked to the left of screen, having that advantage of that first half scoring, and then having the wind again that next quarter, really set them up with an advantage that you can't really stop.
Well, the big advantage was the midfield once again. And my vintage Patrick Dangerfield.
That's one of like the best finals games I've seen in a long time.
This is why
That
you
was
just you rest him up
unbelievable.
and you should bring him for finals because he's built for it.
He absolutely took over.
He's got the best finals build. It's the big body mints that often thrive in finals. And I mean, I think they said in the broadcast it was his 30th final of his career. So he's been there that many times.
There hasn't been a better finals performer since Dusty.
Yeah, that was it was the most vintage game. He 20 contested possessions, 31 touches on the night, 3 goals, and like just the way he was flying at the ball, it reminded me of back in the day when he was winning Brownlows.
He was just everywhere all over the ground. It was like everywhere I looked up, he was there. And that sort of, he makes it look easy without it being easy.
Yeah.
He's just, him, Bailey Smith, just absolutely going at the ball was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought Baz's ability to win the ball in the contest was excellent all night. Capped off with a goal. Max Holmes had a quiet first quarter, and then they put him back to halfback. And that was a great move from Chris Scott, just to get him into the game because he was great for the next 3 quarters.
I think Chris Scott is so good at moving the magnets and finding players that can work because their team's so versatile.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about Geelong. They have players who can play everywhere, and that worked as well. I like the idea of putting Oyson Mullen on Watson and then having Atkins follow Newcomb, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think
had a great game.
that was
Atkins was
a really
excellent.
good decision because Atkins can still tag and get his own ball. He's like a Josh Dunkley archetype. But then having Oyson go to Nick Watson, even though Nick Watson isn't going to get a lot of the ball, he's someone like a Charlie Cameron or a Bobby Hill who he can take over the game in 5 minutes and swing the favour back that way. So I thought that was a really good decision to actually have those both players tagged.
Yeah, well, we saw the stat. So Watson had 5 touches and a goal on the night. One of those touches came when O'Shea Mullen was on him. So that impact shutting him out of the game was excellent. I also thought Blitzarves in the ruck was just excellent.
Oh, he just took Meek didn't know how to actually keep up with him. Blitzarves' big asset is his mobility. The fact he can do whatever he wants to do. And Meek just could not catch up.
He's the most versatile player in the comp. Again, Geelong do it so well. He can jump up if he needs to jump up against Meek. He uses his body. He can play midfielder. He's almost like an extra midfielder in there.
He got forward and kicked a goal as well,
Yeah.
which was massive.
But the only thing to come out of Geelong, obviously, is the Tom Stewart concussion.
Yep.
Obviously, that's going to rule him out for grand final. Word is possibly could be an appeal. I don't know how they do that.
I don't know how you appeal.
You can't do it. There's a protocol.
Yeah, I thought that was the case.
This is for the player's safety, not.
No, it's also to stop the AFL from getting lawsuited.
Yeah.
I know it's Geelong, but they won't get away with this one.
No.
So it means obviously they're losing a defender. Someone has to come in, and I think the obvious pick would to bring in Stanley and have Blitzarve move down back.
But do you want to do that with the way Blitzarves is playing in the ruck?
I would do it because you can't play Stanley down back. Blitzarve is a lot better defender than Stanley is.
He is. The other way they can go is bring in a Jed Buse as another defender.
Yeah, bring someone smaller in because they still have Henry, who did look shaky after getting injured.
And you got to do his ankle.
He had a sore ankle. He got through the game, but he didn't look great.
Looked bad when he came off.
Decoding
enough
Sullivan.
tools.
Also numbers. There's enough down back, so they're pretty well set either way with the way they go. I mean, they're a plug and play team anyway. Chris Scott will find the right balance.
And look how good afterwards they looked even without Tom Stewart.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they hadn't kicked a goal when Stewart got injured, and then they just went out and played their way.
On the other end of that, 3 weeks from RBO Chol.
I think it's fair.
Wow.
It's the same. It's the exact same thing as what happened to Paul Curtis, and I think they used that as a talking point.
It is for this year, but going forward, they can't use outcomes as a way to suspend people.
It
was a great tackle from him in the end, but he's unfortunately with the way the action's gone, it's
as soon as you pin and you don't look to roll, that's what they always look at.
Then you're taking an aspect of the game.
it's a prelim final.
Yeah, it is, but the problem is that's what they're trying to, because there's been so many issues with concussions, by stamping out, and at least if he tried to roll, then he wouldn't have got the 3 weeks. It's because he just held it, went straight down. He's removing his duty of care.
I don't like it because it's a prelim. Hopefully they change something for it going forward, but with the way they're going, you're probably right. On the Hawks as well, though, I think they still played a solid game.
Yeah, I thought they played not really well. I thought that they did enough. There's bits here and there where they probably were a bit weaker, but they had enough going for them.
The one thing that lacked was their forward half composure
And the midfield battle.
in the midfield battle. But they in the first quarter they should have kicked 7 or 8 goals.
Yeah.
They had so much the ball in their forward half.
Well, yeah, they were hitting targets, getting in there. Mitch Lewis had a great first half too.
Yeah, kicked 3 goals. It was good to see him have a good game after he's had a bit of a quiet few games coming back from injury.
But afterwards it was just nothing.
Yeah.
And so
You saw what happened without Newcombe having a massive game like he had in the first 2 finals. The lack of midfield depth. Josh Ward got 0 touches in the second half.
It's the Will Day you need.
If they get Zach Merritt, which they
or
are
Christian
likely.
Petrarca, depending who they go for.
You get one of them. They need if you have a healthy midfield of Newcombe, Will Day, and either a Petrarca or a Merritt. Again, considering they made a prelim this year, they'll be up there next year with the Geelongs and Brisbanes.
Yeah, and they're still young. They're still a few more years of this team to be contending for a flag for sure.
I actually had a good take from my mate who's a Hawthorn fan. They need someone who's older for some actual composure in midfield and forward line because they only have Gunston.
Well, who do you want? If you were Hawthorn and you had the option out of Petrarca or Merritt, who would you take?
Or I would say, honestly, Petrarca.
I would too. Because he also gives you a bit of... He can move down forward if you need to as well.
Also to score involvements.
Yeah.
He's much more attacking. Well, I'm not saying Zach Merritt's not good kicking the 50.
No, God no.
But Petrarca can blaze through and kick a goal from 50.
Also factor in that Sharka's 2 years younger, I think, so you're going to get a few more years out of him probably.
Yeah.
As durable as Merritt looks like.
And he cooks good food.
He does.
Yeah, good content that. Hawthorn would love that.
Oh, the social media team would go. I was chatting to their social media manager. He's a funny bastard. They're becoming the new giants of the social media world.
They've been up there for a year or two now. The brain rot content they produce.
Oh, God, the brain rot content. No.
That was a good game. Let's move on to Generational hate watch here.
Generational
Saturday
hate
night
watch.
twilight football. Oh, it was loud. I literally, as the siren went, my train was going past the G, and it was it's just loud. Collingwood fans, very loud.
Very loud, very nuffy. As they are. But yeah, this is Brisbane. Obviously got up by, I think, 29 points in the end.
Vegas.
Yeah. First club since the three-peat Hawks to make 3 grand finals in a row with this win.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Whereas Richmond did 3 and 4.
They lost in 2018. Yeah.
Mason Cox involved again.
Well, let's talk about that now, because obviously Jonty's the team who supports Collingwood. The Collie Wobbles are back.
It's not even wobbling. That was just Brisbane played really well. And the first quarter we decided, hey, let's just let Brisbane have a head start. Scott Pendlebury going down the first minute was basically a sign that it was over.
Don't think that
start a game,
definitely-
he popped his calf.
Yeah, definitely doesn't help. Obviously, those cameras caught him chatting with the medical team pre-game, so that was already a nervous sign for many fans.
And then just continue on, and then the first minute of the game.
Yeah,
Bop.
quite literally the game hadn't even started.
Yeah.
And he was off and done.
It's
So that decision to, considering during the week you've mentioned all that Bobby Hill's not ready with this injury, and then you have to pick someone that's clearly not going well with the calf issue, and then he's out.
well, you still can use your emergencies. Think about that for a second.
Who were your emergencies, by the way?
We had McStay, who would have been pretty helpful in that forward line.
So he should have played anyway.
We had Will Parker, who was pretty handy a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, he would have been good.
He looked
was
great,
good
but
in
he was
the Adelaide
handy.
game.
Ed Allen
Wait,
was around.
Ed
there.
Allen was all.
Will Parker almost just puts Josh Dacos into the midfield. He rolls off to half back.
I know there's a player called Dan Houston.
No, I like him in the wing. But yeah, composure was definitely Collingwood's biggest issues.
The ball use going forward.
Ball
in the first
use,
quarter in
not able
particular.
to mark chest marks. Mason Cox.
Mason Cox, Myercheck, Membry, the McStay needed to be picked. Membry was the most promising out of the three of them. He kicked.
Elliot as well, but
like tolls.
yeah.
Elliot was 4 goals. Yeah, he once again no. When there was points where he could move the ball forward, did not do it. It was just everyone. Lipinski looked terrible when he was trying to kick the 50.
I thought even the side bottom wasn't great.
No, it
He's
wasn't
usually
great.
one of the most composed and best kicks out there. So
I reckon it was Jamie Elliott had his good last game at Collingwood.
surely give him a deal.
I would have to bump
No,
it.
they won't. The problem is it's going to be a TDK issue. They're going to give him a deal. It's not going to be in it because Gold Coast will come in with more money than Collingwood can offer.
It could work. Well, I think my check's getting hounded by Melbourne.
Yeah, so we'll probably just give my check's contract to Elliot. Hey, do you want
Yeah.
to stay? Here's my check's contract too.
Apparently, Gold Coast are in the million.
For
Elliot.
Elliot.
Yeah.
That's a massive overpay.
Well,
Mate,
yeah, no.
In a world of overpaying footballers, where a ruckman who isn't proven is getting 1.8.
Oh my god, you literally said no. Okay, we're going off track for a second. Quote you last year. De Koning is a top 3 ruckman, top 5 at max.
Yeah, that was last year. Now, not this year.
God, because he left.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Back to the game.
Yeah, let's talk about Brisbane's game because, as you said, they were excellent.
They just choked us. Defensively, Harris Andrews was at his best once again.
He's so.
Billy should have gone tag him again.
No, because Billy was actually good.
Tag him this time.
Yeah. Yeah, the really mobile Mason Cox. Billy's actually right there, and he actually
Billy
was
wasn't
probably,
bad.
he was our most
Billy was
competent
good.
defender in that game.
Hugh McCluggage is
A freak.
just so good.
He had 37 and a goal. Had got into the 30s ball like halfway through the third quarter.
Bailey looked really good. Josh Dunkley just does it week in, week out. He's a special talent.
Ashcroft was excellent. That goal he kicked out of mid-air was just taking the piss, to be honest.
Even their lesser players, like Ty Gallup kicked 3 in the end.
Yeah.
Well, fifth game.
Fifth
Stood up with 3
Kicking
goals.
3 in a prelim. That's a big effort.
we did mark him at the start of the year to
We
be
did.
Danaher's, not Danaher's replacement, but help Morris out in that forward line.
He's better than Nipwood, so never
Oh, well,
one out
that's
there.
not hard.
I think they're just like even like Zorko. Zorko actually played a good game.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Nah.
Sorko, the stats might tell you one thing. He was the only reason why we're in that game, leading that game by halftime.
He had a lot of turnovers as he usually,
He always
usually
turns the
does.
ball over.
He had much more composed second half, and that's
He
gonna.
did pop up and kick the last goal they kicked, so that was nice of him. But
But let's talk about the talking topic out of the game, and that is the spoil on that Starcevich did on Jamie Elliott. I think it's been in everyone's lips at the moment. Contact or not, is it a free kick?
Yeah, it's a free kick.
It's a free kick, but we've had plenty of those not that we've had not be paid as well.
Yeah. I've seen them not called, but I've seen them called as well.
It should be a free kick.
Based off what the ruling is and the way they adjudicate it all year. If you're a defender in that situation, you're essentially screwed anyway.
It did ruin all our momentum because
it's
Brisbane
12 points, 10 minutes to go.
gets that
That's a
free
mark.
kick,
That's a goal. 6 points.
and Brisbane went up the other end and scored straight away.
Yep, Charlie Cameron kicked the goal.
Yep.
Right off the half.
So
It wasn't the reason you lost, but it
No.
definitely isn't a good
it
look.
wouldn't. It didn't help.
It's frustrating when it happens in a big final
Yeah.
like this. And when again, it could have, like I said, kept the momentum going for Collingwood
Yeah.
and made it a much closer finish than what it ended up being.
Yeah, because it blew it right at the end. Once that goal was kicked, it was game over.
Yeah, Lions piled on 3 more quick ones. And
Yeah.
from there, it was, curtains for Collingwood.
So unfortunately, bow out early, but
We get to keep 16 flags, all of us.
Yes. I love having the most flags in the comp.
Yeah, come on.
Club's so good.
I love how this is coping.
No.
We'd never cope.
Anyway, so it left us with a Geelong Brisbane grand final.
I can't wait.
I think we said at the start of the finals, these are the 2 best teams in it.
Mhm.
They play
Well, I'm
obviously-
pretty sure you predicted Geelong to win the flag.
Yes.
I predicted Brisbane to win the flag.
I had asked, but I was really optimistic, and we made it to prelims. So
So me and Jim are a big chance. It's one of us is correct.
Yeah, obviously. So, Cats, Lions. Cats going for their 11th flag. Lions going for their 5th flag in their history.
actually, I just realised something. All my top 4 made prelims.
It's not bad.
Cool.
So I'm just
Your prediction isn't for the flag though.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
The big dance. Oh, Saturday. I think these have been the 2 best teams all year. Consistency wise, the
Yeah.
2 best teams all year.
Well, Geelong come into this. They've won their last 8 games.
Yeah.
They haven't lost since rounds 16 or 17.
And then Brisbane have. I don't think Brisbane have had a real slump at all this year. Like
Brisbane
you
had their
guys.
home slump,
They've had inconsistencies
But-
where they lose games they shouldn't, but then they've always bounced back with a
Yeah.
win the week after.
and their
So,
record at the MCG this year is the best they've had going into this.
Yeah,
it's
very
fantastic.
good.
I think they've lost. Well, they obviously lost to Geelong a couple of weeks ago, but other than that, I don't remember maybe one game they've lost there.
Yeah, we didn't beat them there. We beat them in the Gala. So
Yeah,
Well, Brisbane only have won the last 4 out of the last 5 as well.
Yeah.
So
And that-
both teams are in hot form.
very hot form.
It's the qualifying final all over again. Hopefully, a bit of a tighter one than that was. I feel like Brisbane are going to bounce back after that. They're going to know how to play and how to stop Geelong's attacking
yeah,
football.
well, I have a plan. And these sides have both now so grand final experienced. Obviously, the Lions been in the last 2. The Cats won in the year before that in 2022, and they're just experienced.
and they're in 2020.
Yeah, they were just ready to.
They got a lot of talent everywhere.
Yeah.
It's been like obviously Geelong have no Stewart. We talked about that. It looks like Sam Berry's going to be out because he's done his shoulder.
Jared Berry.
Jared Berry. What did
Yeah.
I say?
Sam,
The
Oh,
Adelaide
that's
one.
the Adelaide one.
the bad one.
Yeah. Jared Berry. Oh, yeah, he did do his shoulder yesterday.
He won't be.
I doubt he'll be playing.
Does
Doubt
yeah,
It would take a
looks
fair
worse.
bit to get him back. He looked
So
terrible.
obviously, who I said I think it's gonna be Stanley. Do you guys who you said it will be Buse?
I think it might be Buse. I just want to. I mean, Chris Scott will probably pick whatever option it is, and it's going to come out being the right one because he's Chris Scott and he's
And
a
then
genius.
Jonty said.
Kola Jusney.
No. I think they're going to pick.
What?
Okay.
No.
I think they're going to pick Buse, and then keep Litovs in the rock
Yeah, okay.
because Geelong are going to be a plug and play team.
And have Sam DeConey be the backup.
Yeah, that's my pick, personally.
What about who's going to replace Berry? Because obviously Lockie Neal's putting his name up here, saying he's healthy. Well, let's talk about that first.
Yeah.
If Lockie Neal is fit and available, you're Chris Fagan. Are you selecting him?
No.
Oh, if he's fit and available.
Yeah, fit and available.
So we're saying fit.
And saying he's
Passes, if he passes, always test.
90% plus fit.
Oh, and yeah. If he's able to play, then yes, because he has the experience to grand final.
I got a feeling you should take the risk.
It's just something you do, and if he's
It's
injured,
a grand final. You take risks for grand final.
and he's injured, he just gets a later preseason start.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
I don't know. I saw last year Sydney rolled in 2 or 3 players that were not 100% fit.
Well, that was Callum Mills, who's
The club captain.
not Lockie Neal 2-time Brownlow medalist.
You think I've seen this so many times with players who are not fit going into grand finals, and they either have zero impact on the game because they're not going well at all, or they re-injure themselves and they're out of the game. I think looking at what his first game back was the qualifying final after 3 weeks out with a groin issue. He come back and although he played most of the game, he pinged that calf right at the end of the last quarter to then come back off a calf within 3 weeks?
Yeah.
So it's a crazily short turnaround. He might be doing all the good work he's doing and passing all the fitness tests, but in a grand final in that heat, I don't know. I think there's enough good talent out there for Brisbane to cover for him.
Well, let's say he doesn't get up and he's not available. Who's that person who comes in for Berry then?
Well, that's the thing, right? I'm having a quick look through because obviously
There's not many.
it can't be Doherty, it can't be McCarthy.
Well, I think it just means that because they've got enough midfield depth, I don't think their midfield is an issue. I think you bring in Bruce Revel as a starting player, and I'd be looking at either Sam Day or Dunstall.
I would say the same kind of thing. I would put a toll in to put pressure on Geelong.
Well, I'd be playing Sam Day then as your sub.
Henry Smith.
Ooh,
Henry Smith. He had a good game against Collingwood, didn't he? Yeah, the only other real midfield option here that isn't Lockie Neal would be like Devon Robertson, who hasn't played all year.
And also is not going to be there next year.
Yeah.
So,
Where's he going?
West Coast.
most likely.
Yeah. He's Western Australian.
Wait.
He was going to do it last
the
year.
good Perth team or the shit Perth team?
The
West Coast
the
to get
bad
Mans.
one.
Oh, so he's going to Freo.
No, he's going to the bad one. Either option's bad, but one's even worse.
Yeah.
All right.
You can go either one or two ways with that. I don't mind the Sam Day call or Henry Smith just to get some height and some presence. But I mean, they've got a lot of height already.
Yeah, but I feel like if you can roll someone through, that's going to just put extra pressure on like a O'Sullivan to think where he needs to go, the Conan to think where he needs to go. It's a good choice.
Yeah, okay.
If it's not Lockie Neal.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. It's not a bad call.
All right.
We'll delve a bit into the grand final though on the day as well.
Snoop Dogg as well. Can't wait for Snoop. Snoop Doggy Dog.
Everyone's going to be feeling good in the crowd.
Oh,
can't.
I can't wait to walk past the room and just see smoke coming out from underneath.
Why is the MCG on fire, guys?
So obviously we spoke about the Lions did play the Cats 3 weeks ago and the Cats won fairly comfortably in the end. What do the Lions need to do in order to get the game on their terms and find a way to win?
I think they still had. I don't think Brisbane need to change the game style. They need to play that inside midfield run and gun that they do, but they need to have alternatives for when Geelong are able to lock that down. Because that's what happened that game against Geelong. The problem is as soon as that midfield game was taken out, they didn't have an alternative. And that's what cost them because they couldn't go wide. They couldn't try and find other ways because they're so used to going down the corridor. So if they can find a way, especially during the day, bit more sun, people get a bit tired quicker. I think that if they have an alternative to know that if the guts isn't down, to be able to know a quick switch and go the other way, that's going to be the game difference for them.
The weird thing last time is that we did not see Patrick Dangerfield play midfield. Brisbane are going to have a struggle if Patrick Dangerfield plays like he did this week.
Yeah.
Next week, having not lost a midfield battle, not even facing him.
Well, so in the accident, obviously Dunkley's going to be a person who's going to look to tag, as he has for this whole final series. Do you put him on Dangerfield or do you send him to Smith?
No, you send him to Bailey first.
You send him to Bailey first.
Bailey's the one who wins all the ball on the inside and then he gets on the outside as well. He's not a great kick forward, but he still wins it and he provides metres gain for him. So Dunkley to go to work on the inside on Bailey. And then even if you can chuck Bailey out, if Max Holmes getting on the chain, I'd send him to Max Holmes before I send him to Danger.
Yeah, okay.
Danger's not going to be the person that's going around the ground doing extra work.
Yeah.
He's in there for centre bounce and he goes straight forward.
Yeah.
So it's going to be probably more like a who runs with him out of the Zorko, so he runs off his man. Starcevic maybe.
Yeah,
Someone
Starcevic has got the body
to actually take on Dangerfield.
in the contest. I mean, not many can, but he'll be able to at least put up a fight with him.
Exactly. And then for Geelong, obviously we know they won. What's the last time they played each other? What's the thing that they have to do again to make sure they have the same result as last time?
They want to find a way to set up the same way defensively as they did with Stewart, even if he's not going to be there out there next week. Because the way they set up was perfect. They amount of times they intercepted Brisbane as they were going forward and just rolled from there to get a quick attacking ball movement and quick shots to goal. They played it perfectly last time. So if they can find that balance without Tom Stewart out there, they'll go a long way for them winning.
It's also about keeping the ball shared around. That's where big success has been all year. Outside of Jeremy Cameron, obviously, having 87 goals, is it now?
88.
88.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. They're against Brisbane, they had, what was it, 8?
Oh, no, 13.
13.
Scorers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their forward line was all involved. Everyone was involved. And Brisbane didn't have that one person locked down.
Yeah.
And continuing that, Harris Andrews can only do so much. Darcy Gardner still didn't look great against Collingwood. Not great.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great.
Who else was down there? Darcy Fort was playing some time back, which was
Ryan Lester's down there.
Ryan
Starcevic.
Lester, Starcevic. They need to be trying to make sure they're watching these half forwards move up the field. Watching Shannon Neal and Jeremy Cameron, because they're all going to be doing different things.
Yeah, well, even Manor getting up to the contest, he was again great on the weekend.
Yeah. Geelong need to keep going at that, sharing the ball around, because that unselfish nature has got them this far.
Yeah. All right, we're getting to here the grand final. Let's go through our players to watch for each team here. Let's start with Geelong. Who's your player to watch, Jonty, for Geelong?
I'm going to have to continue with Grind Myers. Had another great game against Hawthorn once again.
Yeah.
And what always is best is those small attacking players who can create chances on grand final day. He has had probably his best season this year.
He was probably should have been on the All-Australian discussion a bit more, I felt.
Yeah. And with a matchup, maybe like a Dane Zorko, if he gets a Dane Zorko matchup, Grind Myers might have 30 touches and 10 goal assists. Just from turnovers. But also because Dane Zorko is so committed to running off his man.
Yeah.
Grind Myers is just so good at goal sneaking with that.
Yeah.
And so I really think he'll have a massive day.
Not bad call. My one for Geelong is Max Holmes. We obviously know 2022 when he was the young star of that team, he injured himself in the prelim. So he unfortunately didn't get to play on the day when they won. And again, last year, same thing was going to happen. He injured himself in a prelim again. So he wouldn't have played if the Cats had gotten through. This year he's gotten through. He's going to be playing his first grand final. I think he's going to have a massive day out. The motivation's there for him. He's going to be up and about, ready to go. I see, especially if the Lions tag Bailey's ahead of him. Without a tag, he's lethal. His run, just his direction and drive with the ball. He's a star. So I'm going to go Holmes have a big day.
I'm going a bit not left field here, but I'd say it's somewhat left field. I'm going Sam DeConing. Obviously, because Tom Stewart is out, they need a replacement to be that sort of person who can be free to take those aerial ones and run. I feel like Jack Henry's going to take that matchup on Logan Morris, and that will be a heavily defended one there. So I think Sam DeConing is going to be that person who's going to have to step up. And I think he's had that grand final experience. I think his last grand final was actually a pretty good performance in 2022. He was actually really good. Yeah. So I feel like if he can take that role as Stewart is and take it the way we know he can play and move it, he's going to be a difference maker for them down back to hold them steady.
All right, on the Brisbane, who you got, Jim?
I've actually got Hugh McCluggage. We noticed 3 weeks ago when they played Geelong, he got the O'Shea Mullen treatment and he only had 15 touches. Obviously, the last 2 weeks when he's been free of the tag, he's been elite. I think it's pretty obvious Geelong are going to go back to tagging him with the way the success it had. So I want to see if he can actually step up and get through that tag and be as good as almost as good as he's been in the last couple of weeks. Because if he can do that through that tag, it's going to go a long way for the Brisbane to win the grand final. So I think I'm going to go Hughes, my guy to watch.
All right, I'm going Jasper Fletcher. He is going to have the hardest task of this grand final of marking Ollie Dempsey. Ollie Dempsey goes everywhere.
He got off the chain last time as well.
Yeah.
Massively.
They need to rein him in. You can't let him have 3 goals and 26 touches again.
Yeah.
And Jasper Fletcher's main role so far this off-season has to take on the defensive version. Take on the attacking version of any winger. He got a bit of Dan Houston when he was running on more upwards. Steele, whoever he was trying to take on last week. I don't think he was on Dempsey last time around as well. I think he was on the other side.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So this time you have to be putting him on Dempsey and you have to be locking him down.
Also quickly on Jasper, 3 seasons, 3 grand finals.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's not bad.
I'm not going to go in for the 4th week in a row. I thought about
You
it.
moved on from Cam Rayner.
I'm not going to
Is it
Cam
because he
Rayner.
had a pretty average performance in
No, he's been okay.
prelim?
I think it's going to be this guy. I think he's probably been their most consistent player all final series, and that's Zach Bailey. I think Zach Bailey had such a good final series, and for someone who I don't think he's underappreciated, but when you're in a team where you have McCluggage, Neil, Dunkley, Ashcroft, he sort of flies under the radar a little bit. But what he does around the ground is unbelievable, and he won't get tagged. He'll be a bit free to do what he normally does when he goes forward. I think he's going to have about 20 of 3. 20 goals, 20 points, 20 disposals, and about 3
120
goals.
points from Zach Bailey. You've heard it here first.
So he's my person to get it.
No, you're not a bad call. Zach Bailey's he's done it before in grand finals. Remember the goal he kicked a couple of years ago against Collingwood, one of the best grand final goals I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So
Mason Cox involved again.
All right, let's put our predictions in for who's going to win, how much by, and then your Norman Smith medalist.
okay, you want to start?
I'll start. I'm gonna have to go Geelong. I think they once again they know how to do it. It's their game to lose. They will struggle with Tom Stewart being out, but the fact is this team is still probably the most ridiculous team we've seen in a long time. Just with how much skill they have for such little money. The fact they can still go chase people as well, by the way, ridiculous. So Geelong. 9 points, and I'm going to go Dangerfield Norm.
All right. Well, I've tipped Geelong in from the start, so I'm not going to go back on that. I'm going to say Geelong still win it. Yeah, like you said, the amount of players are in their squad and the amount of creativity and skills is ridiculous. And I think there's 2 great coaches, but I think Chris Scott's just a mastermind. He'll find a way with any situation to get his team back where he wants them to be. So I'm going to say the Cats win by 15 points, and I'm going to go Max Holmes for the Norm Smith.
The same thing as him. I've tipped Brisbane all year, and I'm sticking by Brisbane. I think Brisbane have that experience of being there the last 2 years. Geelong have been there for 3 years. It's not like they are used to it, but 3 years is a fair bit of time without playing like that sort of high pressure finals football. Because they missed the year after they won the granny, and then they only got to the semi last year.
No, they played the prelim.
Prelim. Sorry, yep. But I think Brisbane are just so well set up everywhere on the ground. They haven't lost a key defender. Well, I think it's going to hurt Geelong enough with no Stewart. And I think their midfield is still going to be able to cope with what they've got. So I'm going to go Brisbane by 5 points and Zach Bailey, Norm Smith.
It's going to be a good grand final, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get a stinker like we got last year.
No, hopefully not. I swear to God.
I hope not.
I swear.
Should we do the Dom Sheet medal before we move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do our votes from these 2 games. Do you want me to do Geelong Hawthorn?
You can do Geelong Hawthorn.
I'll do it. For that game, we got 1 vote for Tom Atkins, 2 to Bailey Smith, and 3. There was never another answer. Patrick Dangerfield's getting 3.
No, I'm too depressed. You can go.
You know, Collingwood versus Brisbane. We gave 1 vote to Jamie Elliott, 2 votes to Nick Dacos, and 3 votes to Hugh McTuggage.
The fact that there was 2 Collingwood players in that is quite funny.
Yeah.
I don't think you deserved it, but whatever. This week, one more thing as well this week. Brownlow medal. It's
Yes,
on,
yeah.
when this is out, it'll be out tonight. I'll be working there. Spot me on the red carpet.
Oh, God.
I'll
You're not
strut it
meant to
You'll
down.
be able to see it because his bald head will be shining at you.
It should be a good count. I think this count, it's the first year that there's no real clear favourites.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time there wasn't like a clear.
Like last
Yeah,
year it was a 2-horse race.
Yep.
Or I think it's about 4 or 5.
Oh, no. Let's not forget Lockie Neal
Shut up. It was a 2-horse race.
that year.
Yeah.
20. Locking
No,
up
23.
Oh, no, I'm talking about last year.
You know, Lockie Neal 23 where he had the votes pulled out of his ass.
Oh, yeah, because that was Bonds to lose.
Yeah. It was supposed to lose, and then Nick also lost it because of that.
But yeah, it'll be a good count. I'm excited to be a witness for my first count. Apparently, it's going to be a nightmare to work, but I can't wait.
Have fun, buddy.
I can't wait for the grumpy text in the chat.
The contenders obviously looking at Nick Dacos, we mentioned before. He's the favourite going into this, paying $3.50 or something like that.
He's
He's around that mark.
$3 mark.
Jordan Dawson and Noah Anderson are up there as well. Bailey Smith, obviously, he's going to be a big chance with the season he's had. Matt Cow is going to poll a lot of 3-vote games in the back end of the season. We know he's going to do that.
Storming home.
And so will Nasai Wanganimilo. He's going to storm home as well in the
Yep.
polls. Other names you're looking at: Caleb Strong, Tom Green, Hugh McCluggage, Zach Butters are all going to be in there. Do you guys have any smokies that we haven't listed there that could potentially get up there?
If I had to pick a smoky outside of that,
I wouldn't say for actual Brownlow, but top 10, Isaac Heaney. He will have a lot of free vote games.
He'll come home hard as well. He finished season very strongly.
Anyone else? I'm trying to think.
Well, Bont is probably one.
Yeah,
who
Bont
can
was,
get out.
Bont was who I was
has a lot of-
thinking
yeah.
of.
Bont and Ed Richards, both two
Yeah.
doggies that are going to get. I think Ed Richards will start really well. Bont will come home with a wet sail. He was probably best on grade in their last 6 games. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he'll come home hard.
Who's going to poll the most for your team? Who besides Nick Dacos? Who's going to poll the most?
Steele will pull a lot of votes in the first half of the season.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll start well.
Um,
You'll see Pendles pitch in with a couple of votes here and there.
Josh will get a few votes, but not many. I think it's quite clearly going to be like Nick by like 15 votes.
Okay, and then besides Zach Merritt for you, who's going to poll the most votes?
No one.
Nick Martin.
Yeah, Nick Martin will get a few votes early, and then maybe a Redmond. But yeah, Merritt will be ahead by so much. In the
Yeah,
Essendon
Merritt
game.
will poll the most.
Hey, who's Cullen going to have any votes for?
George Hewitt.
What's Hewitt going to get? Like 10, 15?
He'll get double digits.
He'll be like
What's Cripper getting?
11.
Cripper will get double digits.
No, he won't.
Oh, I doubt that.
I don't care about this clearance bullshit. Where he was kicking it afterwards, the umps can also see that. Or handballing
will
it.
get
Yeah, but he
10
managed to get
votes.
45 last year.
Yeah,
So
Cripper will get 10 votes.
No, they'll be told not to do that anymore after last year.
yeah, I think he will
he's
get.
had what? I reckon he had two 3-vote games, like where he was best on. Yes, he had 2 of them, and then I reckon he was sneaking another 4 votes in somewhere.
That's corrupt.
Either way, he's nowhere near it. So.
Oh well, who are we predicting?
We did our predictions
we did
last week,
post
man.
them.
Oh, we did post them. Yeah, I forgot that.
Sorry, this
Bailey
is, you
Smith.
can see this live dementia on pod.
Bailey Smith.
You went Bailey Smith. You
I
went
went
Dacos.
Nick.
I went for a tie. I went with Dacos and Dawson.
If it's a tie in this Brownlow,
I feel like it's we're due for a tie.
Hasn't been a tie for a long time.
Yeah, it's like early 2000s.
it's a freeway.
Well,
What?
there is another tie which is awarded 6 years later, and no one agrees with it. But that's fine.
Good coping.
Sorry.
There's good coping that.
Hey.
Good coping. Football is safe. Still on free-to-air TV. SBS have got the deal for the Australian Championship. Live on demand all season. Free-to-air TV for the Championship. Oh, I can't wait to watch riots happen live on TV.
What do you mean? You won't be able to watch it. The quality is pretty bad.
Oh yeah, no, from what I have inside information, they're using like camcorders.
Yeah, insider trading information.
Hey mate, what are we filming on this season?
Don't get excited, guys.
No, it is exciting to see at least they're getting a sort of coverage.
So it's Super Saturday. They're doing
Yep.
for it. Both Saturday games are on there.
A couple Friday night games.
The Friday night game is only available on, I think,
The
like
first 4 rounds, something like that.
no. So it's always on. All of them are on SBS, and Friday nights I think for the whole way through the season, but only Saturday night games are on live TV.
Yeah, the rest on SBS on demand.
Yeah,
It's still free to air. SBS on demand is still free.
yeah. You have to
Just
watch SBS ads.
What's wrong with them?
You still
They're
watch,
just TV,
You
they're
watch
TV
Channel
shows.
10 ads for the A League.
Yeah, I turn my head off.
But it's good to see that they got a deal there. It's good for the clubs as well, the exposure for people who probably don't know enough about them. They get to watch them a bit more, support new clubs, get to know a bit about them historically.
Oh, some historic. You just notice a lot
Marconi
of fighting.
Stallions.
A lot of fighting.
A lot of turmoil.
Oh, plenty.
Plenty. Wonder why. But that's happened. But we'll head over to Europe because Man United won a game.
Yeah, we beat that stupid twat.
Yes, United actually, I think, played quite well.
We actually played our best game this season.
Yeah,
Both teams getting red carded too.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the reason United played well is Robert Sanchez decided to kung fu kick in Pomo,
That was
himself
so
sent off.
stupid. 10 minutes in.
which led United to have a one-man advantage and get a quick couple of goals.
Before Casemiro decided,
To even the
hey,
playing
what if
field.
I just murder someone?
But
Twice.
you hung on for a 2-1 win.
That's, you know what? I'm pleased. Garnacho didn't see the field after Fabrizio Romano all week was like, he's ready to play. He's ready to play his old team.
Fabrizio.
That was the funniest thing as well. I saw the guy who does he's not cutting his hair till United win 5 games, right? He posted something celebrating the 1 win.
Yeah.
It's like 1 down, 4 to go.
Do you know this is the first time in 313 days that Man United have won back-to-back games at Old Trafford?
You know that guy who's doing the 5 wins in a row thing? You know, only 3 Prem teams actually even won 5 games in a row last year.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not
No,
Premier
it's
League
so-
games.
No,
it's just
but
games.
that's just Premier League.
Yeah, I know.
That's stat in general.
He's
Only
not he's not getting a haircut till he's 48.
No, never again.
No, never again.
The club's going to fold
he's
for
gonna
his haircut.
he's going to be just drowned in hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy. There's actually something to be happy about this weekend.
Well, Forest.
We didn't lose.
You're playing Burnley.
But you lost the Carabao Cup to Swansea.
We did that.
2 injury time goals to lose. 3-2.
Never has there been more deserving team.
It's painful to watch that game when I got.
And then you've drawn with Burnley.
Well, did you see the goal we conceded too?
No, I didn't watch
Our
it.
own defender kicked it straight into the goal. He didn't clear it off the line. He just tapped it into the goal.
We also found out Manuel Benson's playing for Swansea.
Wait,
So
what?
He didn't play the game though.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on.
But you got
he's on,
Manuel Benson.
he's on loan at Swansea.
No, the goal Nico Williams scored was actually good, but besides that was it.
You're 15th.
Yeah.
Hey, so now, mind the gap.
Oh.
It's quite large now.
That's 2 points.
Yeah. How many places?
1 game.
5 places.
No, it's not 5, is it?
It
Yes,
is
it's 5.
They're
Oh, but
10th.
we're going to wait for other teams to play
Yeah,
as well.
still some games played.
So
We're
but
above-
your mob is still playing?
Yeah, we're playing tonight. We're playing City. That's
Can
gonna be
you
big.
can you win so
Good tie.
we're still above City?
No.
Hope we can win. It's at the Emirates, so I think it'll be an interesting game.
Did you see this stat? Apparently, this is Erling Haaland's worst start to the season, only scoring 5 goals in 4 games. It's the worst start to a Premier League season
That's
ever.
so bad. That's
So
he's so good.
no, he's terrible. What do you mean? This is his terrible start.
Yeah, okay.
Liverpool did it again.
Not in the stupid way they've been doing it all year. They actually scored goals early to win this game.
Yeah.
But then a lot of issues later on in the game with apparently 6 substitutions, 3 fouls, and Liverpool wasting time for only 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, rigged.
Yeah, no, that's average Liverpool thing.
Yeah, rigged.
It's just
Yeah,
how it
Grealish and who's their manager again? David Moyes were not happy.
Yeah,
works. Oh, crazy that. Not very happy.
David Moyes.
yeah, fair enough. As I was sticking to go to the European competitions, Champions League did start last week.
I did.
All the games up there. Wanted to ask, who are we thinking about there in the Champions League race this season?
Well,
Not United.
no. What do you mean?
Have
All
you
right.
announced your squad yet?
Sorry. This is a point, right? I saw this online. Our team just hasn't been registered yet. All of our main teams not been registered for the Champions League this year.
Who have you got up there as a contender to win this year?
The thing is, right now, the Champions League is like just so open.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real team who.
All right, let's start off. Frankfurt is currently leading after match day 1.
Yeah, but they're not going to be winning it.
No, is there still
No.
games this week or not?
No, the first match.
The Europa League's this week, actually. Forest have the first game in Europe.
We didn't
We're playing Anthony and Real Betis.
Oh, you're getting smoked.
Let's talk about the good one.
Okay, I will give Frankfurt their flowers. They beat Galatasaray, who now has literally everyone.
Yeah, they've been at 5-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PSG started with a 4-0 win.
Yeah, they won comfortably.
Arsenal won their first game.
Bayern Munich won. Liverpool won.
Garnacho, hold the L.
I'm so excited for Haram ball between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. In like
I'm
2
not.
weeks.
I'm not.
So much just defense and defense.
Or you know what? Actually, now I'm looking at it.
Oh, the Juve Dortmund game.
Yeah, Juve Dortmund game 4-4.
How good was that? 8 goals in the second
Okay.
half.
The Dortmund defending in the injury time was some of the worst thing I've ever seen.
Both teams will be great, and then they'll get beaten by absolutely billions by good teams.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Willie, what are you doing?
Drink her own urine and lick the floor.
Why on earth are you brawling in the streets before the game even starts?
So you're somehow not number 1.
You're just massive.
Welcome to Pokey's Melon, Senior Up Crown.
Snaps.
Just because we're
Happy
at,
lights.
This is Red Crown. After this week, we cannot mention gambling.
Why?
Because we don't have an advertisement for it. Anyway,
We should ask Crown to advertise for us.
okay. Anyway, you know the drill by now. Melon of the week. You know
You know the
rules.
rules.
You know what's going
Jim, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll start. We'll start. We're just talking about soccer over in the Premier League in Europe, and in particular the United Chelsea game. Enzo Maresca, Chelsea manager, had a bit of a meltdown. As we mentioned, Robert Sanchez, their goalkeeper, got red carded very early on.
Yep.
Now, what you often do when you get a red card with the goalkeeper is you have to make a sub to bring off one of your outfield players for another goalkeeper. So they did that. They took over Estevao for the reserve goalkeeper. Fair enough, that's fine. 5 minutes later, he then subs off Pedro Neto, their other attacking winger, for another defender. Then he goes to fully lose his mind 10 minutes later and subs off Cole Palmer, their best player.
Losing the plot. Is this what United does to teams?
Yeah.
Management doesn't work.
He was actually just standing in Old Trafford and saw his keeper get a red and just lost his mind. So
He's going
he decided
insane.
to sub off all three of their best attacking players they have
Oh my
and put
god!
in defenders.
It was very funny to see that. The fact that they also took off all three in the first half when they weren't even down by that much yet.
Yeah, no. Like the taking the Cole Palmer off takes the cake there.
Oh yeah,
Their best player by a mile.
especially seeing he scored midweek.
Yeah, and then obviously he was not happy when he come off.
Oh,
If you couldn't imagine.
screaming!
Yeah, fuming. He was smart enough to figure out he shouldn't have been taken off there.
Really?
He's not very
You
smart.
figured that out today?
Shock horror. He's not very smart. So Maresca's a melon.
We're going back to Australia. We're going to the silly states, mainly New South Wales, for a silly code called NRL. We saw actually in the AFL this season, Adelaide were the first team in a long time to win the minor premiership,
40-something years.
to win the minor premiership and go out in straight sets. Well, an NRL team has just done that now too, and that's the Canberra Raiders.
What? So is the new thing you just don't finish first on the ladder?
Yeah, just win the minor premiership and then that's it. You won a premiership.
That the honourable mention premiership. There we go.
They lost to the first week. They lost to who did they lose to? Because I know that they lost to the Sharks on the weekend. Yeah, they lost to the Sharks in the
Shark Park.
Shark Park. What shit name that is?
I'm in disbelief that's a real stadium.
And I think they
Should we call it the Shark Tank?
It should be.
in the first week they lost to they lost to the Broncos, that game where they lost by a point,
They lost to OJ Simpson.
and then they lost to the Shark at Shark Park. No, it wasn't Shark Park. It was at Canberra.
No, boo.
For going out in straight sets after win the minor premiership, I think you deserve to be a melon. So Canberra Raiders, you're a melon.
You do.
All right, back to the world of the world's game, football. Pau Gupasi, one of the most promising centre backs in Europe right now.
He starts for Barcelona and when he's 18 years old.
Yep,
Bit of a good. He's a
Good start.
pretty good at football.
He's good.
Now he came out with a big statement last week.
Statements.
This is what he had to say. I have an older sister. She studies physiotherapy.
Yeah.
She doesn't touch me, and it makes me angry. I tell her, let's see when you give me a massage. And she says yes, but she never does it. And he laughs.
That is
So
That's just a bit odd, isn't it?
Spaniard.
basically, yeah, Pau Gupasi wants his sister to touch him, to give him a massage. Now he's obviously
He just wants a good massage.
he's obviously just meaning a massage, unless something completely crazy is going on over there.
But yeah, the internet will not take it like that, will they?
No,
No.
the media training needs to get a little bit better at Barcelona because they're quite prone to this kind of stuff.
They're also full of players Kabasi's age. There's
Yeah.
a lot of 18, 19-year-olds rolling around their starting lineup. So
Well, we had Lamine
it's pretty-
Yamal's Diddy party at the side.
Oh, another
about that.
Diddy party with Mini Mize.
Why are you asking? I was there.
that is one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Anyway,
At least she doesn't work at a Thai massage place, so she's
Okay. Move on.
Anyway, Pau Gupasi, you're a massive melon.
I'm going to move us back down to Melbourne, back to the footy, to our great friend Catman, who's made this list this week.
Oh, not Catman.
Now, he's on this list this week for things he's done the whole season, but in particular his antics he got up to on Friday night. Now, when you're making grand final, I mean, I've never experienced it myself, but I'm sure the lids are completely
Oh,
off.
the lids are completely off.
You're having a great time. Catman's seen enough grand finals in recent years now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no excuse to be eating hawk-coloured feathers in the stands after Geelong win the game.
It was so just like not out of nowhere, just outrageous.
What is he doing?
He's
What does
God.
Catman do?
He's got a few screws loose. It's fair to say.
He needs to go back to eating whiskers.
Oh, that again.
Eating whiskers.
Did you also see his house tour in
No.
Geelong Advertiser?
Oh, I
No.
did see that.
Yeah,
I
he's
did.
got like a
I
full
did.
like Mercedes, like a nice
Yeah, he's
brand
actually-
Mercedes.
he's got
He's
money.
got money. He
He's
just
minted.
minted. A cat each week. He's got money.
Oh my god.
That's why he can live stream him eating whiskers online.
Anyway, I hope Brisbane win this week so Catman doesn't have to get away with this rubbish anymore. So Catman's in the melons.
All right. So the next one, we're going up to Brisbane. So we were actually at a German restaurant last night, and they made the joke about something, but that sort of alludes to what we're going to
Okay,
hear.
we're going to give some more context real quick. So so some people asked to raise their hands up.
Yeah.
If you're in a
Yeah,
category.
if it was your birthday, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so everyone raised their right hand.
Yeah.
Now, I think you might remember a certain painter.
This is really
That-
time. This is really time one.
So we'll go.
That's the context of that. Don't raise that hand.
But yeah, there's a man who's been charged and banned for life over alleged Nazi salute at the Gabba.
That was at the Brisbane Gold Coast semi-final, correct?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
last
yeah.
week's final he got charged on the Tuesday, so just after our podcast. But it's 2025. We don't realize we can't keep doing this stuff.
Well, it's quite literally against the law. So no,
It
you
is,
can't
yeah,
do
it's a
it.
criminal law.
It is now a hate crime.
Yeah, absolutely is. So yeah,
Okay.
he's in the melons. That bloke.
He's a melon.
Yeah. You want to do? I'll go.
No.
yeah.
You go first.
Yeah.
You go first.
I'm not the number one melon this week. This was just a funny interaction all around. So, as we said, Champions League was back during the week, and one of the bigger games to start the kick us off was Liverpool playing Atletico Madrid at Anfield. If you don't know, Atletico Madrid's manager, Diego
Simeone.
Simeone, known for his
Interesting tactics.
shit tactics and his all round just nuffy
Haram.
antics on the bench. So at the end of the game, Liverpool, obviously, as they've done all year, scored a late winner through a Virgil van Dijk with a header. To which only a couple minutes later, the final whistle blows. To which Simeone just crashes out at a Liverpool fan in the stands, and they're both crashing out at each other. Abuse hurled back and forth. Turns out the fan, the Liverpool fan that was getting into him, actually from Newcastle as well, by the way.
Well, he's the one who was a couple of years ago. He got
Yep.
banned for 2 years for abusing a person in a wheelchair.
Yep, correct. That's where I was going. So you've answered that one. That's good. Yeah, he's from Newcastle first off, which is funny enough.
Well.
And then Simeone for crashing out at a fan in the stands. I mean, it's peak box office, but he got a red card and he's in the melons.
But he's not number one. Number one is Tasmania.
Oh, Tasmania.
We had you in the pressure point all year. We just thought maybe, just maybe, you'll think. Or maybe we need something down here. Nah. So Independent Planning Committee has said to Tasmanian government that it is too big for the site to build the stadium.
It's in Port Macquarie.
Yeah, Point
not
Macquarie,
mistaken.
which is nothing's there. And is like another continued setback, basically not ruling it out, but pretty much 95% chance it was ruled out.
It makes it so difficult for him. And from what I hear from people in the media, that Port Macquarie, it's like this stadium will be right on the water. It's going to be a pretty picturesque location if it actually gets up.
The problem is Tassie were the ones who were fighting so much for a team. And now they've got the team. Like, no, we don't want it because the stadium's going to cost too much. Well, there's got to be a middle point at some point.
Well, to be fair, the AFL has kind of just gone, oh, you want a team? Build us this stadium.
Well, that was the original plan, and they've gone and,
Completely screwed it up.
yeah.
So now at this point, it's either A, they have to do up one of the two stadiums, which will cost just as much money to redo, or B, find a new site and a new stadium design, which have already spent so much money on this already. It's over.
It's a shitstorm.
Just Tasmania.
So stupid.
Silly.
They're a bit weird down there.
inbreds.
No,
Just a tad.
Just a bunch of Tasmanian inbreds.
So now that statement's been made, and I have to cut that out.
beat that.
Anyway, so now we are left with Tasmania still having VFL team come in
Yeah, they do.
Next year.
next
Yeah.
year.
They're playing next year.
I don't know where that's going to go towards an AFL team
No,
because
not at the original time. It's meant to come in anyway.
no, that's going to be delayed.
Yeah.
Has to
You
be.
might see another team get in before them, probably.
Yeah.
Darwin.
Well, it's Darwin, Cairns, or
Canberra. They're in the ring.
they're the three.
I would say Darwin probably be the leader.
Oh yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
The Darwin Crocodiles.
It feels right that Darwin gets an AFL team.
Well, that's what I'd call them.
Anyway, after all that, Tasmania, your big melons.
They are massive melons.
That's the end of the show. Someone's a bit hysterical right now.
Oh,
just
go
want
to bed.
Silly. I want to go gamble. Let's
want-
go to Crown.
Go
Let's
eat.
go have a nice meal and go have a good slap.
You are a joke. Anyway, that's all
I'm
right.
excited for tomorrow. I got Brownlow.
I'm excited for the watch the grand
What?
final. Hopefully it's a good one.
Grand final,
Hopefully.
Brownlow. This time next week. I'm on a plane this time next week, actually.
Fine.
I'll be a part of the podcast. So I'll just be in a different state.
Yeah, I know you will be.
I'll be
Thanks, mate.
drinking wine.
Thanks, mate. Let's wrap this up.
Wrap it up, Robin.
I'm Jonty Barrow.
I'm James Isles.
I'm Ethan Stone.
Stay Nuffin.